If you have any kind of brain, you know BLM is endorsed by the Soros in the Clinton family. If you have any kind of a brain, you know that those same people don't give a damn about you, don't give a damn about black people, don't give a damn. They're exploiting the black plight.
Why are there instruction manuals from Alexander Soros' organization Friends of Democracy detailing exactly how Black Lives Matter protests are controlled? Why do they list their ideal outcome as being a feedback loop of violence to bring about martial law?
Hello everyone, this is a video about Black Lives Matter. Just thought you might enjoy it. I'm on the Black Lives Matter website, and hey, let's say I want to donate some money. So I'm going to click on donate. Alright, brings me to this screen. What does that say in the URL? Act Blue? What is Act Blue? Well, I searched Act Blue up, and it's just, you know, talking about their mission, whatever, just a weird company. So what I did was I pulled up what they're spending their money on. I pulled up their expenditure report. So when you donate money to Black Lives Matter, you're actually donating to Act Blue. This expenditure report shows you what that money is spent on. Let's see here. For 2020, Bernie, 2020, Biden for president, Elizabeth Warren. Okay, so it's the Democratic Party. So you're donating to Black Lives Matter, which is supporting the Democratic Party so they can win the election. Why do you think CNN wants you to riot? It's not about racism. It's about Democrats winning the election. Open your eyes.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. And that's fucked up. And fucked up.
What the F, Black Lives Matter, is a pawn for Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood terrorist organization? Don't believe me? Hear it from the horse's mouth. I'll show you this video real quick.
That you are powerful. You can make a whole difference in 2016. You can change the reality of our time. This is the time for us as American Muslims to be in the front, not to retreat, because all of you are leaders. Your votes
What is that?
are your negotiating
Look at those
power
arches.
in the year 2016.
What does that look like?
Turn your centers, Islamic centers, mosques, into registration centers for voters. Black Lives Matter is our matter.
What?
Black Lives Matter is our campaign.
What?
Basically, you are the new black people of America. If we don't stand, you will see Muslims murdered in the streets. We are the community that staged a revolution across the world. If we could do that, why can't we have that revolution in America?
A window, a door, the property within it can easily be replaced.
What does this mean for the irreplaceable artifacts of history?
Burn this motherfucker to the ground!
Who's really behind these riots? Is it white people? The Russians? Anarchists? Is it the cops? Are the cops rioting? Whoever it is, why did they burn a church? Why did the Bishop of Washington, D.C. seem angrier that Trump held up a Bible than she did that rioters tried to burn her church down? What are the national security implications of documents being looted from government buildings? Why is this guy celebrating the burning of a $40 million affordable housing project? Why do people keep advocating looting and then getting all squeamish when it comes to their neighborhood? If coronavirus is really as deadly as we've been told for the last 3 months, do these riots represent an existential crisis? Are millions and millions of people going to die because of this? Are these riots the equivalent of a nuclear exchange? How different would these riots be if gun control had convinced tens of thousands of people that InfoWars burned a homeless man's belongings when you post a video that literally shows Antifa doing it? Does this look like an InfoWars logo to you? How do people actually believe this riot is the work of white nationalists? Is everyone crazy? How did a historically illiterate propaganda piece published less than a year ago come to completely redefine the foundation of America? How many times have you heard the term
400 years of oppression
during these riots? What do these rioters actually want? Are politicians just going to use this to pass some socialist bullshit that only makes the problem worse? If my car is surrounded by people attempting to smash the windows, should I not start driving? What's wrong with white women?
I'm out today, and to bring you on your knees because you have white privilege.
White women, is everything okay? Has something gone terribly wrong with you, white women? Why do the people chanting "Eat the Rich" seem wealthier than me? Why does this looter have a $300,000 Rolls Royce? Why is everyone referring to a 34-year-old who just shot someone as an unarmed 13-year-old? Why did this reporter play gunshot sounds on his phone during a live broadcast? If this protest is about fighting back against police officers who kill unarmed citizens, then why are these protesters chanting "Free Mohammed Noor"?
Free Mohammed Noor! Free that man right now! Thank you, President. You're welcome.
That's a cop who murdered an unarmed civilian. Who placed all these piles of bricks around? Who's this umbrella guy who shows up, starts breaking windows, and leaves? Who's this guy paying young black kids to loot? Why does the media keep saying George Soros is not funding unrest when their own publications have talked about it for years? What could you do with $18 billion? Why is everyone so focused on Soros funding Antifa when he's bankrolled Black Lives Matter since the beginning? Why is a producer for NBC Nightly News seemingly in coordination with paid leftist activists?
I'm an activist out of Chicago. No kidding. When'd you come down? 2 days ago. Yeah. What do you make of it? Help him lead.
Isn't it a federal crime to travel between states for the purpose of organizing riots? I guess he's the CEO of Majesty Marketing, but is that even a real company? Where do they get their millions of dollars to invest in small businesses? Why do they give so much money to progressive causes? Is this just political money laundering? Is it okay that every single one of the St. Louis looters and rioters who were arrested were immediately released by prosecutor Kim Gardner? Is it worth noting that Kim Gardner's campaign was funded by George Soros? How about the 650 arrests in New York City who will be immediately released because of the bail reform law? These rioters are permitted to operate by law enforcement, supported by politicians, funded by billionaires, encouraged by multinational corporations, bailed out by celebrities, released by prosecutors, and serve only to bring about authoritarian martial law. Are they really anything other than the unwitting, useful idiot shock troops of global finance? And for the final question...
So which side are you going to choose? Which side are you going with? If you got to choose the smart side, I'm damn sure not about to go over there with Hillary and the Soros. Come on, you got to use your brain.